Hi. I haven't filmed for a while or posted for a while, and as a result, I've sort of missed the last part of the Advent calendar season with all the ranking videos and everything. First of all, I had a big bout of acne. You can see some of the scars if you look very closely, but it's all, sort of buried under several layers of concealer and foundation. Secondly, then Mum has caught a bad case of bronchitis, and I'm not in the space to sit and yammer on about Advent calendar. Thirdly, a number of you have written in to say that some of the calendars this year are so problematic, and you've had a lot of problems. There was a whole video on that. I've just done. That was my, I think, last published video. So ranking them and saying, oh, this is the best calendar of the year, or among the top 3 for the year, when so many of you have had broken products, missing products, them not putting things right for you, it doesn't. I don't want to do that, it didn't sit right with me. So these 3 reasons. Acne's gone thanks to my dermatologist's intervention. Currently, I am on minocycline, an antibiotic, because it is the only way to counter them. I don't know why I suddenly had a big breakout. Mum, fingers crossed, is on the mend. So here we are. So today I'm going to tell you everything that I bought this year. And yeah, show you some of the things as well. There is one batch of products, including a lovely Torridon cleanser, a Laneige cleanser, and some lip tints, from Dasik and Moudet and so on. Those are on their way from YesStyle, but some of the products in that order, they will need 21 days to be fulfilled or whatever, so they aren't here yet. So I'm going to count that in next year's sort of consumption video, or next year's everything I bought this year video, because it hasn't got here yet, it hasn't even shipped yet. But part of that haul is actually thanks to you, some of you are buying the YesStyle Advent calendar, or hauling from YesStyle and using my code. So as a result, I managed to treat myself to the Torridon cleanser, the Laneige cleanser, and a couple of lip tints as well. So thank you. I will show you those next year, because they haven't even shipped. I think 2 of the lip tints need 21 days for fulfillment. So everything else I'm going to show you today. Now, this is actually a PR sample. I didn't buy this. It came from Revolution, just the Skin Silk Serum Foundation. And I haven't reviewed it at all for you lot, because, first of all 3 shades were completely off. They were terribly dark. The lightest one was too dark. Secondly, and most importantly, I didn't want to do PR samples on this channel. I'm trying to tell brands, don't send me stuff. Most of them have listened, but some of them haven't. I do not want freebies on this channel. This channel, I've changed direction. This is no longer a random beauty channel. This channel is going to take a very close look at, where we're spending and whether what we're spending on is actually worth our money, and the sort of mad cash grabs within the beauty industry. This isn't, some kind of deep dive, because I'm not capable of that. Do I look like an investigative journalist? I mean, I do have a background in journalism, but health and lifestyle, wellness and features people. I've never been that, deep investigator. I don't have those skills. So not a deep dive into the beauty industry and uncovering a lot of scams or anything, because I have neither the skills nor the contacts for it. Nor the know-how for it. But in general, if there's an advent calendar, a curation, or if they're selling something and it's highly overpriced, I am going to call them out. So that is what this channel has been all about for the last 4 or 5 years, 4 years at least. Yeah, over the last few years, this channel is all about that. And I don't want to do PR samples anymore on this channel. Thirdly, on my skin, I don't know, my skin didn't like it. I found this, I thought it sort of sat there and kind of build up on me. I don't know why. I've tried it with 3 different primers. They painstakingly personalize the packaging with my name and everything. So PR sample here, which I never got around to reviewing because it wasn't worth reviewing. Now, this one was a gift from Bali. My friend Archana went to Bali on holiday, and these are products all the way from Bali. Yeah, unfortunately, the body spray completely spilled in the airplane or wherever. I'm sure that her clothes were badly affected, or her luggage was. But there is a full body lotion, a soap which is currently in my bathroom, which smells quite nice, and a nice cream. It's from a brand called Herborist. So that's a gift from Bali. It smells really nice. Now for everything that I bought this year. So Victoria's Secret had an offer recently. I think it was 40, 4 for 40 or so. I can't be absolutely sure. I can't remember, but I bought 4 body lotions. The thing is, they are apparently owned by the same company that owns Bath and Body Works. Don't ask me how that works. And these are 236 mils, the exact same size and packaging, very similar as Bath and Body Works. Hang on, I'll just show you Bath and Body Works so you can compare. This is Bath and Body Works. This is Victoria's Secret. The thing is, they smell nicer. The fragrance possibly lasts longer. However, I find Bath and Body Works a bit more hydrating. The other thing is the one VS body lotion that I used earlier this year, it made me itch a bit. So halfway down, I stopped using it. I will probably give these a try and see if they are making me itch. I have chronic urticaria. Then that's not very pleasant for me. Yeah, not, mad itching where I need to go get antihistamine shots or even take an antihistamine pill, but a sort of annoying little, oh, something's crawling on my skin kind of itch. So, I don't know. Maybe VS won't suit me. I don't know. Until I try. I will try and test another tube of VS and see if that is causing the same itching. If so, they will go to a family member. So that's Victoria's Secret. I'm showing you only one. I have 4. Bath and Body Works, of course. I have Strawberry Snowflakes, smells amazing. Golden Berry Mistletoe, also smells amazing. And Sparkling Orange Spritz. This is very summery. Now from Tier, I have the very viral Mask Fit Red Cushion in the shade 27N Camel. This is a lovely cushion, cushion foundation, light coverage, not very heavy, and surprisingly this is a cushion without SPF, so if you're worried about flashback, this is a lovely little puff which I am not using because I'm using my beauty blender for this. Now while I love the actual product, the only problem that you need to be aware of is that it oxidizes heavily. So I should probably have bought shade 25 rather than 27. But then I'm 27 in the Purito Cica Clearing BB Cream. So I bought the same shade in the Tier thinking that's going to be fine. It is when you apply it, but around 10 minutes later or 15 minutes later, that's it. It doesn't suit. Yeah. But I love the coverage, I love the finish, I love this foundation. I will probably buy 25 as well. Multichrome eyeshadows, I have some from the Pastel Roses, some more from the Pastel Roses on the way, which I bought for Black Friday. Black Friday orders, that many orders, they're probably taking their time with it. From Colourpop, I bought a Colourpop foundation and a tinted moisturizer, both of which I love. Again, these oxidize as well, but thankfully I found the right shades. I have bought medium 80W in the foundation and medium 9W in the tinted moisturizer, hyaluronic acid tinted moisturizer, and this is the Pretty Fresh hyaluronic hydrating foundation. The finish is insanely good, very soft on the skin. I love the feel, I love that it sort of softens flakes, dry patches, and is very flattering on me. Very dewy finish, not at all matte. Will I repurchase? In all probability. Coverage is kind of medium for this and light for this, so it depends on what kind of skin day you're having. I bought my first ever Rare Beauty product, people. This is the Lip Souffle Matte Cream in the shade Fearless. This is actually a 1990s brown. I'm not wearing it right now. I will show it to you when I do my best lipsticks post. What do I think of it? I love it. It's actually made in Korea, so I think they were aiming to sort of try and be very similar to the K-Beauty, the Korean matte lip tints. It's more of a cream than, very dry matte tint. Do I like it as much as, say, the Etude House Fixing Tint? No, I think the Etude House Fixing Tint is nicer. Do I like it more than the Peri Pera Airy Velvet? Around the same, Peri Pera Airy Velvet and these Ink Velvet, Peri Pera Ink Velvet and Airy Velvet. Very similar. The Peri Pera Over Blur tint, the clear blurring tint, they're all better than this one. This is around the same as Peri Pera's Ink Velvet tint. So I think we had a conversation on this channel some weeks ago when I was doing advent calendars about, you know, Yum Pistachio Gelato from Kylie. I bought the 10 ml size. Thankfully, I didn't invest in a bigger size, just 10 mils, this people, and I'm not impressed. Sorry, not my kind of perfume. I find it, the fragrance is not my thing, my cup of tea. I mean, I love the Brazilian Boom Boom cream, so, you know, it's not like I didn't like Gourmand, but this one, didn't love. That's one thing. The other thing is it doesn't last at all. And you know, on me, fragrance tends to last a long time. It's not like I have weird skin chemistry or something. Normally, you know, fragrances which other people say don't last too long, they last well on me, but this one didn't. Not happy. Lesson learned. This is my second Kylie. The first was that Vanilla 28, I think. So I won't be buying Kylie in future. Yeah, this is another VS that I bought. One of the four. So I did buy my second ever Pat McGrath matte trans lipstick. I like Omi better. The shade that I have here is Beautiful Stranger. It is possibly the palest that my skin can stand. My skin tone can stand. The palest lipstick that my skin tone can stand. I like Omi better. I have Omi. Beautiful shade that I tried Venus in Furs and I didn't love it. It was too sort of copsicle on me. So Beautiful Stranger is the one that I opted for. Formula, good. Everything good. But sadly, the shade I love Omi better. I will be using this. I like it. I'm not saying I hate it. I like it. I just, you know, like that extra bit of, you know, pinch more depth. You know, which is what Omi supplies. From B Plain, I bought this cleanser earlier in the year. That was for my birthday haul from Yes Style when I had points to use. So for my birthday, they give you, I think, $10 credit or so for your birthday. So I bought the B Plain Moonbeam Cleanser, which I showed you when I was actually previewing Yes Style and Style Runners Advent Calendars. Along with that, I bought, hang on, the Round Lab Birch Juice Moisturizing Sunscreen SPF 50. And I got a Mixun Bean Essence Serum free with patches, absolutely free. I've shown you that when I did those Advent Calendar videos. And then I liked it so much that I bought the Mixun Bean Toner as well. This needs decanting into a spray bottle, and currently all my spray bottles are full. So that was my sort of birthday K-Beauty haul. Yeah, I also bought the Torridon Solid In Lip Essence, which is insanely good if you have, you know, badly off lips. Not as fabulous as Vaseline Lip Care, obviously, but, you know, quite decent, much better than Laneige. So, you know, this is a good choice for those, you know, pesky wintry months. And then I bought the Chocobo, listen to this, the Chocobo Glass Tinted Lip Balm. I bought all three shades. One of them I gave my mum, who loves it so much. The other two I kept. Yeah, that's the Chocobo Glass Tinted Lip Balm. And it contains sunflower oil and olive oil, and the tint is very mild, but it's actually got decent staying power. I mean, you can't expect it to last through an oily meal, otherwise, you know, the tint lasts quite well enough. And it's, you know, not, you know, paler than paler, so it's sort of not a translucent tint, it's actually visible. The other thing is, you know, because of the sunflower oil and the olive oil, this is very, 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 very soothing on the lips, you know, very kind to the lips, very nice. Love the Chocobo Glass Tinted Lip Balms. Find of the year, I would say. Loved it. Another very recent launch, you know, autumn collection. From the Romance Zero Matte Lipsticks. They had a Mutural Nude collection for autumn. And I bought the shade Mauve Beans, which is absolutely beautiful, and I am wearing it right now. I think this is my favorite Zero Matte lipstick from Romance. I have Dusty Pink as well. That is, I think, shade number 1. This is shade number 22. This is their autumn collection. They keep adding colors to existing collections, which I prefer to launching new collections. Dusty Pink, you know, my problem with Dusty Pink is that on some days it does appear as Dusty Pink on me. On other days, it's a very, very deep magenta. So that color is weird. You know, each time I apply it, it shows up quite differently. So that's a very moody lipstick. This one, lovely, every time it looks like this. And then I bought the Moat lipsticks. I bought Cotton Rose. This is Cotton Rose. The shade is lovely, very dusty pink. The only problem with it is, well, apart from that happening, it's actually supposed to look like this, is that it is as bad as NARS and, you know, MAC and all those other brands where, you know, there is a sort of sticky layer, a sort of matte layer on the packaging or on the cover, on the case, and in hot weather or in warm weather, or, you know, when the mood strikes it, that sort of matte finish, it melts and then it becomes very sticky to the touch. So I've been scraping the whole thing with a toothbrush and toothpicks and everything. So now there's, you know, bits of glue all over the place, like that. So that is something that I hate about this, but I love the colors and I love the finish. Moart, M-O-A-R-T, Korean brand. All yes style people. And all of this I am linking in the description box below. Shameless flogging of affiliate code here. Now, one serum that I bought from Yes Style in my birthday was the Axis Y Artichoke Intensive Skin Barrier Ampoule, which seems to have been a bit of a savior, you know, as far as my post-vaccinated, very flaky skin was concerned. It's sort of healing the flakes nicely. I really like this. It is a 6+1+1 advanced formula. This ampoule, used after toning, hydrates the skin by preventing moisture loss and protects the skin from environmental stresses. It contains licorice root and Centella asiatica and artichoke leaf extract and aloe vera and linseed extract. I think that's flaxseed. And hibiscus flower extract and so on. Quite a few botanical extracts in here, but it is oil-free and it works very, very well on my skin. So that's a serum that I bought from Treacle Moon. Very, very, very drugstore brand, I know. Treacle Moon, people, made in the UK. This is the Brazilian Love Oh So Smooth hand cream, which clearly aims to be very, very close to the you-know-what cream. The you-know-what cream from Sol de Janeiro. This is free from animal testing and is also vegan. The thing is, the smell is very nice. It is very gourmand. It is very, very nice, very edible. Yeah, very hunger-inducing, very caramelized popcorn, but it is not an exact dupe for the fragrance of the Brazilian Boom Boom cream. Just warning you. I hope Treacle Moon expands on this and does a lot more products. I'd love to see more from them. I like supporting, you know, really small, quiet little brands. Now, in addition to that, you know that I also bought the Sweet Care Advent Calendar, with which I've had a bit of a love-hate relationship. And from Sol de Janeiro, I bought the Delicia Drench Body Butter, which I dislike. Because, you know, while it is hydrating and creamy and everything, the fragrance doesn't exist. You've got to sort of bury yourself into the tub to smell anything, and even then you won't really smell much. So, not a fan of the fragrance. Hydrating, yes, but so are all the others, and they smell nice as well. I also bought the Real Radiance Body Lotion with SPF with affiliate money, and from, I think, a couple of you buying Look Fantastic, and one of you buying Harrods via my link. Thank you. That is in my bathroom right now. That is a lovely product. This one I don't love. This I bought on my own earlier in the year. That was in February or March or so when my gran was ill and in hospital. So at the time I wanted something to cheer me up, and this is what I bought. Moral of story, buy only with affiliate money. Things work out better then. So that is basically all the new, those are all the new beauty products that I bought this year. I do have one haul coming in from Yes Style, which hasn't yet shipped, and another coming from the Pastel Roses. That is multi-chromes. Marbled eyeshadows, really. Other than that, I haven't bought anything else. But because they will be getting here next year, in all likelihood, no, Pastel Roses will probably reach earlier. I will be including those in next year's haul video. I am actually quite pleased about this, because my consumption used to be sky high, you know, in comparison. I used to buy 8 advent calendars. There was a time when I bought 8 advent calendars in 1 year. I've gone from then to buying just one. In all likelihood, I will buy none next year. Similarly, I used to buy pretty much every single luxury lipstick that launched, and piles of eyeshadow palettes. Not a single palette this year, just some multi-chromes singles. That's all right. I use multi-chrome eyeshadows all the time. I do have, there is use for them, you know. And foundation, I haven't, you know, mindlessly been buying foundation, just, you know, that tinted moisturizer and that very hydrating foundation from Colourpop, and that was because Colourpop had, free shipping, and I wanted to try one Rare Beauty product. So I haven't really gone out of my consumption's really low. I'm very, very pleased about that, but not pleased enough, because I think it can be lowered even further. What could I have avoided from this? The Pat McGrath, maybe. Rare Beauty, I'd probably have been very curious anyway and bought it. And the Delicia Drench, I'd have been, very curious and I would have bought it anyway, although I didn't like the product. The Pat McGrath I could have avoided. Maybe a couple of the Victoria's Secret body lotions. I won't be buying them next year because, as I said, I have noticed itching with one of them at least. The Moat lipstick, maybe I could have avoided, purely because, I love the product, it's just that I hate the packaging, the case sort of melts and becomes sticky, so I could have avoided. I had no way of knowing this, obviously. They didn't tell you that. So those are just the 3 or 4 things from here that I could have avoided. Everything else I need and will be used. Bath and body products, all the time you use them and you need them. But I want to tighten it even further next year and be very, very mindful and buy a lot less. What about you? What are the things that you bought this year? And what do you intend to buy or not buy next year? Do let me know in the comments below. So that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up. Please do the subscribe button. Please do ring the notifications bell. And I'll speak